Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on BallySpring. Just getting the first load of TMR into the cow's trough. But once we've done that, we'll moving on to our grass field that we were working on last time. We've done part of it as silage and part of it as what's going to be hay. But we don't actually own a tedder. I don't really want to buy one because it's only going to be used occasionally, so I think it is cheaper still to keep leasing one once a year or twice a year, because it's not something we use very often at all, and they're fairly inexpensive things to lease anyway. So I'm going to get one of them leased. Let's get this trailer refilling again. Then let's look at the tedders. Nothing in the sale, so yeah, we'll go and lease one, I think. Normally go for a reasonably good size one. Can't remember which one we had last time now. Possibly that one. But they're all fairly cheap. That's quite expensive though, that one, the fend. But yeah, that's a bit of a rip-off actually, because that's 42,000 for 12.5 metres, and that one, or all of these, are only like 26, 27,000 for 13 metres. So it's, yeah, half the price almost. Same size, so yeah, I think we'll go with that one. We'll lease it. That's only going to cost £1,300. One day we might buy one, but for now I think we're going to continue to lease them. I'll leave that trailer there and we'll go to the shop and collect it with the JCB. Here we are down at the shop, and I'm just going to get this put on, and then we will go and get that field, or part of the field, tethered for hay. Now I think probably the quickest way to that field would be this way, because it's kind of the bottom end of the hill, isn't it? So we'll go to this road down here and turn right here. That should bring us up towards the, well, towards the Everything sell point, and then you can turn right there and then go up the hill rather than going up and then down the hill again. Probably not a lot of difference in time, but this feels quicker to me from this direction. So I think, where is it? Not here. No, it's the next junction, I think. Because that one there on the right, that would take us back to the road that goes up to the main yard from the other direction. The road we want is further down, just round this bend, I think, over the river, and it's a right turn, only a narrow lane, but that's where we need to be. That's nice, with the water wheel over there in the river. Not noticed that before. There's always something new to discover. Anyway, this is where we need to be, this little track here. And then this brings us round. In fact, you can see the field there, that the grass field is not far away at all. So like I said, we've done the headlands as silage, that can just be baled straight away. But we do need to go over the middle section with the tedder and then rake it out with the windrower to make sure we can bale it all. So that'll be the next job after we've finished the tedding. Here we are at the field. I think, yeah, we can get in here actually. A little bit tight, but we should be able to do it. Same as going back up there. Okay, and we're in the field. Right, so yeah, just a case of going over this area now with the tedder, and then obviously then with the rake as well. I might just go around the edges so I don't accidentally ted the already swathed grass for silage. So I'll just go around the headlands again, or I say headlands, the edge of the hay area. I'll go around the outside of it all, and then we don't accidentally hit the swaths of grass that are already there. I think in terms of volume of grass, I would say it's roughly 50-50. About half of it is silage and half of it is hay. I know it looks like more's probably going to be hay, but the headland runs are quite long, so I would say there's not a lot in it actually. I would say we'll get a similar number of bales. It'll be interesting to see actually. But I will be doing the, it's not going to really work. We're going to be doing the hay with the Heston baler, and then the silage, we've got to use the Raking baler, the round baler, so it's not going to be a true representation. Because the Heston bales are slightly bigger, or quite a bit bigger actually than the silage bales. I think silage is about 5,500 litres, whereas these are going to be 13,000 litres. So yeah, there's quite a bit of difference there. Anyway, I will now get on with telling, and then we'll go and get the rake and get it swathed ready to bale. Slight change of plan. I've decided what I'm going to do actually is bale the silage first, wrap and bale the silage, and then we'll get the other bit raked and baled, because then I'm thinking, my theory behind this is if I'm trying to rake it up and bale it now, the hay, I might be baling accidentally the grass that we want for silage. So if I get this baled first, that's getting it out of the way, and then we can then move on to doing the hay. So that's the plan, although I've just messed up because the bales are set to the wrong size. I think it wouldn't have worked anyway though on the first bale because it was already set to the wrong size, but now it should wrap them. So yeah, we'll set them to 150, that should be the right size for wrapped bales. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to just bale round the headlands, get them wrapped, and then we'll move completely onto the hay, keep them separate jobs. We might even move the silage bales first as well, thinking about it. Not sure yet, we'll see how it looks, but just to avoid getting any sort of conflict between the silage and the hay, probably just keep them completely separate, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just thinking it might be a little bit easier just to do them separately. Because I'm using a different baler for the hay, of course, like I said. If it was doing it all with the same baler, I would have done it all together, the baling, but because it's going to be a different baler, I'm going to have to go back for a different baler anyway, so might as well do it now. I don't know. Anyway, I'll get on with it. Got the silage all baled, and the next job is of course to do the hay baling, but we also need to obviously get it raked as well. What I'm going to do is set up as usual the follow me, so this can follow the JCB, hopefully. That should work. Yep, there we go. I'll drive the JCB down there, and obviously, yeah, the helper will follow me down with the baler, and then I will get it raked while the helper goes over behind me with the baler. And that will get all the hay baled up as well. I've decided to leave the silage bales there for now. I'm hoping that they won't get too much in the way, and if they do, I can always just move them out of the way. But yeah, hopefully it should be alright. So yeah, that's the plan now, and then that'll be the field completed, other than just moving the bales. This field on the left here, this is the field bean field. That still isn't quite ready, so that'll be October for that one, I think. Hopefully it does get ready. It doesn't just wither. But yeah, that's the plan with that one. So that'll be our last field to harvest. But all the other fields are harvested now, so we'll be probably starting to do some drilling as well. I'm not sure whether that'll be today or not. Depends on whether we move all the bales today or not. You know, it'd be handy to have these bales as an extra supply for the cows, and potentially selling some of the silage as well in the winter if we get a lot. I'm still not really sure. I don't want to sell too many because I don't want to run out. That's the problem, but if it looks like I'm going to have quite a few, then I might sell some when the price is at its best, obviously, though. I'm not desperate to sell them. Anyway, here we are back at the field again. So apart from that one bale which I messed up with and it hasn't wrapped, I've got quite a few silage bales there. I haven't counted them, and I forgot to reset the bale counter as well, so I'm not sure how many I actually got, but hopefully quite a few. Looks like there's quite a few. So I'll just quickly make a start and then just start the baler up. The baler's not switched on. So we need to switch it on, drop the pickup reel down, and then just start baling. Yep, so we'll set that to follow again. And I will now get on with the raking.
Nobody's like you. You are not normal at all. No, I feel like I want to let down my guard and just fall. Cause someone was before you, and someone let me go. This time I must know for sure. Cause someone was before you, and someone let me go. But I just need to be sure. Some say love's not for the bitter ones. Some say love will only bring you down. Some say love can feel much better now, better now. But will you let me down? But will you let me down? But will you let me down? Oh yeah, oh yeah. But will you let me down?
Well, apart from a small hiccup at the start, that went pretty well. It did lose the trail because it got stuck on a bale, which is what I was a bit worried about. But apart from that one, I think we're okay. And here it is, it's followed me back as well. It's good. So I'll stop that now. And oh, it's just unloading a bale. Oh dear. Right, okay. That's pretty good. I turned it off. But that's not a problem because that's where we need it anyway. We need the bales at the yard, so I'll just move it from that. Okay, so this baler can go back in the shed where I got it from. Won't be needed again for a while probably. So there's no point keeping it out. Put it back in here. And I'll get that bale moved, and then I suppose we'd better move the others now. I could leave it and go and do some drilling, but they will need to be moved at some point. And I haven't really got any urgent drilling to do, so I suppose we might as well move it now. And then that'll be the field completed. Stay that. Right, so we need the telehandler. And we'll pick up this one bale that got brought back, and then the rest of them will go on the lorry, and we'll bring them back as well. and I was looking at the numbers of bales. I think we have got roughly the same number of litres, I would say, between silage and the hay. Obviously we've got more silage bales, but because the silage bales are about half the size, if not even less than half the size of the hay bales, it looks like the hay bales are 11,500 and the silage are 5,500. So yeah, it's about half, isn't it? Really, the hay bales are double the size in litres. So I would say if we've got half the number of hay bales as we have silage, that's about exactly the same number of litres in each one overall. Yeah, so we'll stack these. Well, it's stacked in front of the round bales. I think we'll probably make a separate stack for these ones. Probably to the right hand side, next to the straw bales. I really should look at a different bale spike, because I'm not very happy with this one doing these Heston bales. It works really well on the round bales, but the Heston bales don't seem to be picking up very well. The trouble is I don't really want to buy one. It's not going to be any better, except be a waste of money. I did have a look. I know I looked at these in, was it the previous episode or a few episodes back? You see, that's the one that comes standard, but that doesn't have the high, what do you call it? So you can't pick too many up at once. Obviously, yeah, that's the one we're using at the moment. I didn't look at mods again, I forgot. So you could either try the JCB one or the standard in-game one. It's only 900, so I suppose we've not got too much to lose. We'll give it a go, I think. Could lease it, but I'll just buy it. So I'll put this one down here, and then I'll go and collect it from the shop. So I'll go and collect it with the lorry because it'd be a lot quicker than driving the telehandler there. So what I'll do, I'll get the telehandler to follow me to the field. I'll then go to the shop, pick up the new bale spike, and then join the telehandler in the field to get them loaded up. That's probably the best thing. There we go. So this is going to follow me down to the field now. Then, yeah, like I say, I'll get that new bale spike for the telehandler. So we've got a full load there on the lorry, not quite all the bales though, still some left in the field, but as you've just seen I've stacked them into sets of 3, so they won't be too hard to come back for in the future. And we'll just get them loaded on in those stacks and bring them back. But yeah, for now we're just going to take this load back to the yard, and then that'll probably be it for today. I was going to try and set them 4 high, but as you'll have seen there, it wouldn't let me strap 4, so I think that was a little bit too high. I think that would have been a little bit over the height limit for the UK roads, and probably would have got stuck on every tree as well, so yeah, probably a good thing I needed 3 high in the end. But I've certainly got quite a full load on there. Probably could have done with a trailer for this lorry and then I would have got them all, but the only trouble is, because of the map, I think I may get stuck. I think it might be a little bit too long for this map, which is why I went with the rigid in the first place. So I don't think a trailer would really be suitable for these roads. Anyway, we're back safely at the yard now, so I'll park this up in the bale storage area, and then next time we'll get it unloaded and then go back for the remaining bales. This is pretty tight. But I was doing it in first person to see if it was a bit easier. I think it probably is, because you can see better what you're doing, but yeah, it's still very tight. Anyway, we are back with a very full load of bales, and I've got obviously the follow me back with the telehandler. So I'll park this just there, I think, and we'll get that unloaded in the next episode. I'm just going at the telehandler, which is, here it is. Just take that off to follow me, and get that ready to offload the bales. So you can see I've got 3 high stacks of silage plus an extra 2 on top of the hay bales, and there's still quite a few stacks of silage still at the field, but we'll go and get them next time. Alright, so there we go. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.